Danny, another victory as well. Your thoughts on the performance?
Really good performance. I'll be open and saying it's probably the happiest we've been in the office as staff after a game, just because of the resolve after the poor performance at Dorking to come back and produce a performance like that and a result like that. And it's mad, and football was on the pitch with you last week at Dorking and feel like the world's going to end. Even as a staff, feel like the world's going to end. We've lost 4-1 and didn't play well. And then today's a different feeling. But yeah, everyone's in tomorrow, staying professional. Big game Tuesday, focus on Oxford, but it is really good for everyone. You know, players, us as staff, the supporters, that after this point with the performance at Dorking, we've really turned up today. So credit to all the players.
They turned you around, made a kick towards the south stand in the first half. I mean, the fact the tempo was set from minute one, wasn't it, really, with all the bounces, free kick that went over the bar. Yeah,
the gaffer made a big thing about the start to the game this week in our match prep, and how we're going to start playing our half, play off Will Grigg and earn the right to play. And we try and do that most weeks, but I think it was more emphasised this week from the gaffer after the disappointment with the performance at Dorking to really show that we mean business. And we did that, you know, and it's such a disappointment we didn't finish 4-0, but we're certainly not going to lose much sleep over that, because Fylde are a good team and they've got some good players. It was really important, like I said to Liam yesterday in my press, that the performance was good, and hopefully the result would follow, and it did that today.
You've talked about basketball games before, you know, going end to end. This one, at times, became a bit of a boxing match, didn't it?
Yeah, like I say, that they're not safe, so they're fighting for their life. They come off a really good performance and result at York in the week. We're coming off a really poor performance and result at Dorking. Now, if you can count the poor performances on one hand over a season, you've had a good season, and so far that's the case with us. But it didn't mean at all that we were taking Fylde for granted at all, taking them lightly. Far from it. You know, we knew they got threats in the attacking areas. It was massive. We got the first goal. I think we got round so many second balls, which is a credit to Jonesy and Tom Naylor. And then we played our stuff. You know, Dobbs did so well in and out of possession, and I emphasise the out of possession, making tackles, working back. You know, and you know, it's unfair of me to highlight just Dobbs, because to a man, they did the real dirty work today. And that comes with the territory of being a top team. And sadly, last week we didn't really tick many boxes, did we? And this week we got back to doing what's got us 20 points clear.
Is the reaction to this game, or to last week's game, sorry, the biggest plus point for you?
I think so. Yeah, I think the gaffer said now pleases firstly just with the performance, and if you really probably bar Solihull away, where we're probably the better team, but we lost the game. Fair enough. When we've lost games this year, it's been justified. Which means that when you play well, you win. And if we turn up, we win, or certainly get a point. And we turned up today. And all week we've had a lot of training. Gaffer's been very calm about everything, but as like I said to you earlier, emphasised that this game we start like we mean business. We get people off their seat, we get that first goal and we build from there, and that's what we did.
And what a first goal as well, wasn't it? A lovely ball from Lee Mandeville.
Great ball. We know he's got so many assists this season. Great run from Dobbs, rolls in off that left side. And I think Dobbs did it throughout the game, rolled in, allowed Browning to overlap. Mandy's man, isn't he? He's fantastic. He's priceless. He does things every week. You know, even if he has an off game, he works his socks off. I thought he was a bit harsh, actually. He didn't get a free kick before their penalty, but that's life. I don't think it was, to be fair to the referee, I don't think there were many free kicks given today for either team, so there was a consistency there. But yeah, you know, it was a great first goal. And like I said, Dobbs rolls in, allows the space for Brandon in open play throughout the game, going away from the goal for a minute. But I thought the fullbacks did defensively really well today. I thought they stood up, they mixed the game up. I thought as a team we played when it was right, we went a bit longer when it was right, we made tackles, we put it in row Z. We ticked a lot of boxes, and it shows that we've got more strings to our bow, just being a really good team on the eye.
Harry Tyler pulled off a stunning save in the first half, didn't he, as well as a penalty save, a great penalty save as well. But could Chesterfield have had a penalty in the first half as well?
Remind me.
Grigg on
maybe, yeah. Listen, come out and watch anything back, and when you win 4-1, you lose sight of the bitterness. I'll be first to admit you lose today, and I'm probably the first thing I'm bringing up. So that's probably the hypocrisy in me. But yeah, no, I don't know about that. Will works his socks off for the team. There's a lot of times we feel that him and Joe Quigley should get more free kicks and shirt pulls, but when you have games like today where neither team gets much, you could live with it, you know. But yeah, I think that on the whole, you know, you think when we saved the penalty, say we had nothing to do with it. When Harry saved the penalty, you think, okay, this will be great, lovely clean sheet, and then a bit of fortune from their perspective to loop over Harry and get the goal, and then you are deep down thinking, okay, don't let us go 3-2 in a matter of minutes, and it gets that nervous feeling we had at their place earlier in the season. We kept playing our game. A lovely fourth goal from Palms, and we saw the game out. So yeah, to a man, we're really pleased. Like I say, the office in there is really pleased for the players, really, because it's hard sometimes where you get doubted. And one thing about our players, they are consistent. And I've said that to you all season. And we've actually used the least amount of players in the league. So people think, there's so many players at our disposal. Gaffer stuck and trusted the same set of players that played that first game at home against Dorking until now. Yes, we're a good club, big club, loads of supporters, some good players, but we've trusted a really small squad over the course of the season to get us where we are.
It's getting closer and closer. Obviously, some great performances from a lot of players today, but Mike Jones in particular coming back in and getting his first goal for nearly 3.5 years, I think it is. So
yeah.
Even though seemed to get a little bit loop off on Tom Naylor, didn't it? But
yeah. I think he was Tom Naylor's beautiful red hair, but Jones is up there, so I'm not going to say anything because he's quite a tough lad, so I don't upset him. Listen, I think no one would begrudge Jonesy scoring that goal. It was great. He was around the second phase for set pieces, which we talk about a lot with Jonesy. Whoever's locking up the box. DJ did it at Bromley the other week when he got the penalty. And fair play, it's dropping to him and you think, don't bring it down and pass, have a shot, you deserve it. And a good finish, So whether he or Tom claim it, I'll leave that to them too.
8 points to guarantee, of course. Obviously that could depend on what's happening on Tuesday and next Saturday, but club record now 28 wins, first set in 1970. This club, this team and the squad is really special, isn't it?
So far, yeah, so far. I think you've seen after you go to Dorking not play well and everyone's full of doom and gloom, you've got to, you know how quick football can change. So yes, we're a lot of points clear, in a great position. But I say the same thing I said to you weeks or months ago, where until it's over, it certainly isn't over, and that's the way we're approaching it. I think that's a big reason why we are doing so well, because no one in the football club has got carried away in the office or in the dressing room I'm talking about. So let the fans enjoy it, let them dream that in a few weeks it could be done. In the meantime, got a tough game against Oxford City, who are banging trouble, that they won't be giving up hope on staying up just yet.
Pleased to get Ryan Colclough back. Word on Miguel Freckleton, how's his season going to pan out now? Is he going to be ready, do you think, for the final running, or do you think his season's done?
Well, Ben the physio seems to think he'll be involved before the end of the season, which is great. He's been with Sheffield United lost because he lives that way, and it probably makes sense for him to get some rehab there, and he's done a lot of work and light training this week. So hopefully next week he'll be kicking the ball about, who knows. But yeah, we'd like to think he'd get some action for us before the end of the season.